Hello everybody, this is Lee from Normandy Atelier. Today we are going to paint Stargazer. I thought it's a cute idea to paint a frog with this mushroom looking to the stars in this beautiful night. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your time with me. For my materials today, I am using an A4 canvas paper. I like to use those because they are easier to storage. Normally, I will use A3 canvas, but I don't have that today, so A4 it is. For my colors today, I am using acrylic paint like always. My colors are titanium white, Mars black, raw umber, Naples yellow, light green, purple, and some kind of an orange or red. For my brushes today, I have few brushes. I have number 18 flat brush, number 8 flat brush. I have number 6 round brush. Also, I have number 8. I think it's just like small flat brush. I don't know. It's like different size. Also, I have a fan brush, and I have two small number 0 and 000 round detail brushes. Maybe I will use them, maybe not. Also, we need a cup of water to clean our brushes and some kind of a towel just to dry them. And that is everything we are going to need today. So the first step, I just want to do a first coat on my canvas. And I'm just using my purple color from the tube. And it's a very dark purpley color. I just added a little bit of water to my brush so I can, like the paint, it's a little bit thicker so it can be like move easy with me. And I'm just doing a first coat from left to right. You can do whatever kind of a brush stroke if you want. You can do circle or vertical. It doesn't matter at this point. But for me, if like I'm doing this kind of brush stroke, I will keep continuing doing the same kind of a brush stroke. So everything will start to be cohesive from the start. So if you are doing round, continue with the round. If you are doing vertical, continue with the vertical, etc. And normally I don't always do first coat, but today is a very nice scene. Like it depends. It's not like I always do or I always don't. It depends about what I am painting. And if there is a dominant color, for example, or I don't want to paint the object over a white background, I will do a base coat. And the base coat always will set the mood for the entire thing, because when you add colors over each other, they will carry something, or they will be a little bit see-through, and they will have or carry what the values and the hue and whatever like mood that first color beneath them established. So for example, if you want, like we can add warmth to a painting or something by adding a warmth background and do everything over that. But yeah, for me, I wanted to do a night scene. And for the night scene, I have this purple. To be honest with you, I want to get rid of it. I have it for a very long time and I don't use it always. So I thought I want to make some paintings with like night scenes with purple. I like purple as a color in general, it depends. But I thought it could be fun. It could be really spooky sometimes, but it gives for me this, like it's good for Halloween painting, yes, but it's also good to give this like solitude and a little bit of loneliness or something to the painting. Because if you think about purple, for me it's a very interesting color. It's not really cold, it's not really warm, it's not sad, it's not happy. It's a very interesting color. And it's in between, I don't know, it's like in between walls or in between these kind of estates. So yeah, I thought it could be great for my like first coat. So yeah, I wanted to use it. So yeah, when you finish, I just want to dry the canvas so we can move to the next step. So the next step, I just want to continue working on my sky. So I'm imagining or planning to have a moon somewhere in this vicinity and sky and stars all over. So, but I want to start the process of this atmosphere dimension in the sky and stuff like that. So for the sky, because I'm having my moon here, I thought, yeah, we can have it lighter in this corner here in the left, and we can do some kind of like atmosphere to be like maybe darker until we go down, but it will be like lighter up here. And I'm using my purple, I'm using black, white, maybe brown, I'm not sure. We will see. I am starting by having a little bit of purple with some white, and I can go here and add that color to the up here. If it's the white is not enough, we can of course add it, and we will have this illumination that is happening up there. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful color, to be honest. And I don't want it to feel too much because I'm going to add stars and atmosphere to it later, but I want it lighter, so maybe up to this vicinity here. If this is like the half of the canvas, maybe this is like the quarter of the canvas or something, and I can go left to right to start that. My colors are a little bit streaky at the first step. I mean, that is fine. I'm using more the colors over each other. At the first step it was a little bit streaky. There was some places that we are not really painted. That is fine. And if like it's streaky like here, like this, not completely merged or something, that will, for me, I like that because it feels already like it's like clouds drifting in very far away. We are going to add very strong clouds later, but for me this is especially down, but this is like the start of this process. Now I can have more purple in this middle section here, trying to see if there are places not fully painted at the side. I can try to paint them, add more colors like this. In this section it just maybe more I feel like it needs more white here. That's fine. I don't know. I started by saying I don't really want lots of lightness, but by adding the lightness, it's really pretty color. I thought, oh, this looks incredible. I really want that, so I am adding it more and more because why not? Here we are. Sometimes like that could happen. Just now adding more purple to do a second coat here in the middle. We can make it darker or lighter, it doesn't matter. For you, I mean, you can choose to make it lighter or darker than mine. That is like the beauty of the painting. You can always customize it and change whatever you want. I'm going to add touch of black with my purple and maybe a touch of brown. Start here in the down. Add some earthy tones and darkness. It's not really necessary, to be honest with you, because most of this place here it will be covered by clouds, big clouds, the mushroom, the frog. But still, like if there are some peekaboo spots and some places that you are seeing the background, I like it to make it more. I am liking this brown here in the middle section. It feels nice. Just streaks of it, like here. It adds depth. Then we can take it up here. a little bit of black down here. My black is really see-through. It's not very strong black, although it's Mars black. I don't know why. Normally Mars black covers very well, but not this patch that I bought. So here we are. From this side, I need some purple like here. It's not fully painted, and I can mix it in. Now I need white. I need this to be lighter now. We can use even something like Naples yellow in the sky just to add illumination, but I feel like the white is nice because I really wanted to feel like it's illuminating by the moon here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full round moon or some kind of different kind. We will see. I will decide. Adding more of this purple. It's too dark. Looks nice. A little bit of white maybe. Just to blend it out. Take a step back and look to it. Yeah, that looks really nice. We can keep fiddling with it until we are like satisfied with it. And when we are, we can just clean our brushes, dry our canvas, and move to the next step. So the next step, I want to start the first layer of my clouds. I want to have clouds from all this vicinity. For that, I mixed a color, which is like gray. How I did that is just I mixed a little bit of white and black together with a touch of brown. So it's like a little bit of a warm gray. And I am using my round brush for this. I added a little bit of water. This is a new brush. Finally, I got a new round brushes because all my brushes were not working. So I hope it's a good brush. So yeah. So if this is here, the halfway point of like my canvas, the center from this side, I am like a little bit up, a few centimeters up, something like this. That will be where my clouds from this section is going to be. I will have a huge mushroom here. So I'm not going to paint behind it or completely. We can do that, but like I will have my, it will, let me see if this is the halfway point, this is the quarter. I am a little bit inside the quarter point, somewhere in this vicinity. And I need a little bit of water, it's too thick. And we can do a design of it, something like this, maybe. And it's coming to the end of the sky, something like that. I am keeping them unsystematic, of course, and just keep this round brushes, soft edges for the clouds. I like soft edges for the clouds, and it doesn't matter here even if it's a little bit too solid of a color. We will add atmosphere dimension to it later, but I just want to establish this here. Want to be bigger here, maybe it will arrive even to the like middle point, something like this from this side. Even to the like down point here to the end of this canvas. Maybe I could have switches to my bigger brush. I don't know why I didn't use it. But well, here we are. Can add a little bit of water to release that. feel like this is ridiculous using this brush. I think for the next side I'm just going to use my flat brush. It's too not working. It's a good brush, but I feel like, yeah, I needed a bigger one. It's so much easier like this. Now from the other side, want something like this, maybe coming like this. What I wanted to do here and here. Something like this, maybe. I'm just going to paint the entire thing here with this gray. I like the round stroke for clouds, but yeah, if we keep it soft, it will, like, even if we have some kind of we can see the sky from behind or something, that is fine. Something like that. That is going to be my clouds. I'm cleaning my brush. I'm going to continue working on them immediately, because why not? I can make them, because my moon is here, they can be illuminated from this side, from here from the left, and here from the right and up. And that can give them form, and we can make them darker. We'll work on this side here a little bit. It's still a little bit wet, but it's fine. So I'm going to have a little bit of white with my gray, and I can do these round kind of shapes. More white, maybe. Using the corner of my brush now with the gray, and diffuse that in. On this side, maybe like this. Something like that. Again, the gray with my white together. Keep soft edges to them. I like just moving the brush in this like manner. Can have all this like whiter tones here as well. Now I can have my, without even cleaning my brush, I'm just gonna have it black, and I'm going to clean my brush, it has too much white. Going to clean my brush very fast, get rid of the white, and I have now black, and I can go with the black. So my black is a little bit see-through, it's not very strong, so I can just mix it with these colors up here. I can go brown as well, but I like the black. I'm going to add a little bit of brown just to add another tone, maybe up here. Mix it up in. We can even use the gray if this is, for example, too much. Then I can add white to it, black, I mean. I like doing clouds, it's a little bit therapeutic. Can play with them and give them the fluff that we want. Now I'm going to clean my brush again, and I can have white. I can have, like, here it's a little bit whiter. or lighter, I can add illumination. So over them, it will feel like, I don't want to do it or overdo it because I know that I am going to use I'm not going to see them here mostly, but still maybe I will have peekaboo spots or something behind the grass and the stuff that I am going to add. Now I can even add a touch of yellow, the Naples yellow, and I can add some illumination here and there with that from the moon, from this side and from this side. I'm going just to clean my brush, it has too much black on it, and add a teeny tiny touch of Naples yellow, and I'm dabbing it on my palette here to get rid of any kind of, this is again too much. You can just diffuse it. I'm going to counter that later, but see, I said I don't want too much and I added too much. Sometimes that happens. You can add just tones of that here and there, because just it adds illumination. Even if it's too much, it's fine. I feel like it needs to be somewhere in this vicinity as well. You can just dab it as well. Yeah, dabbing it was a good call. Here I'm just going to have some white. Yeah, I like the tapping now. It's worked very well with this brush, and it add this fluffiness that I was not missing, but I was hoping to see more of it. And if it's like too wet or too not blending too much, maybe you need to clean your brushes or step away or wait until it's a little bit drier. But yeah, that is great. Can even do outside with that, like make it like drifting, something drifting away. That is nice. I think that is everything for the clouds. So yeah, I'm just going to dry the canvas because I don't want to mess with the clouds, and move to the next step. So the next step, I want to add a little bit of some kind of an like background to my like foreground objects, to the mushrooms and the frog, but I don't want it to feel too much. I am thinking about just making some kind of shadowy figure from this side up to like here maybe and here, and it would read like maybe there is a forest behind us or something like that. We can do whatever color we want. We can do some kind of a grayish color or black, or I don't want to go black because I want to add shadows later. So I'm just going to do actually my purple with touch of brown in it, and we can choose. Do I want it lighter or darker later? I'm not sure if I want to add white to it later to make it feel even grayish, but because I added gray to the cloud, I want something different. So let's see, yeah, something like this. And I just want something, this is why I'm using my round brush. I want something just to be in the background, just doing something like this. I don't know what it is, and I don't even care what it is, but just some kind of shadowy figure like this. So it will feel like we are not in the edge of the sword or whatever where the mushroom is growing. We can do that, but I thought it will be fun to have some kind of, and I'm just keeping it like not systematic, not have like edges to it. If it's see-through, great. it's not, also great. And yeah, just doing this until I fill the entire section of it here. That will be behind my mushrooms and all the grass. Maybe I will do few mushrooms. I'm not sure yet. We will see. Maybe one, maybe more. I will do the first one, and after that we can decide what is the rest of the foreground is going to be. Maybe there is rocks behind us. I have no idea what this is. It doesn't even matter. So yeah, something like this. Can have it up. Maybe there are trees or whatever. Now I can have a touch of black to it. Just add few darker tones here and there. I'm just dabbing it. I'm not even painting. I don't even know or having these marks, other marks or something. Maybe I can have white just to mix it here. If it's too much, I can counter that with the purple and the darker tone with the brown. Just something like that, something to be in the background. More purple, just to make it disappear on me. Here, there is mist or something. And I think that is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to do my moon. And for the moon, I'm going to start with my gray, but adding a touch of white, so it will be like a lighter version of that gray. And I can have my moon up here. So we can do a round moon or we can do a crescent. I feel like I don't want to do a round moon today, so we can do something like this for start. And we can decide where it is going to end or what shape it's going to have. Let's see. Just something like that, like a banana in the sky. It's just funny. We can make it bigger. We can make it like really big and take over the sky. I don't want that necessarily right now. Just having this shape, and I am keeping having like soft edges so it feel like illuminated. We can have make it like more illustrative if we want to, but I like this for this brush also is working very well, the round brush. Now I can just clean my brush. I don't want gray on it, and I'm just going to add some stars until this first coat of the moon is dried. And I'm mixing a touch of white with some Naples yellow, and I can do stars. And I can do small stars, just dots here and there. Some of them big, some of them small. Or maybe I can just do white if it's like feeling like too much. We can do how many we want. Just do stars like this. And I want to do a couple of stars that they are bigger. So I just can take this color and I can do some kind of a design to them, like, I don't know, maybe like here, this one. It has something like this. Like this. It doesn't need to be exact shape of a star, something like that. That could work with the tip of the brush. Feel like, oh, it's illuminating, it's a big object, it's something like that. And we can do like more of these small. Maybe we have, let me see. Maybe we have a big one here, maybe. Something like this. This is pretty. So we can understand that, oh, these are stars or whatever. Some of them is faint away because I still barely have paint and I am barely touching my canvas. Some of them is strong. We can of course have like this technique when we have on the brush, the flat brush and some paint with water, and we like I don't know what is that term, like squeeze it, or not squeeze it, it's just like make it like splatter all over the canvas. I don't want that because I don't want to have paint all over the place. Now I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to have a little bit of just my navels yellow, and I can add some kind of an illumination on those big stars with like a little bit touch of yellow that will add something. You can even have yellow here. Even you can have different colors of the sky, of the stars. I like the yellow now, just adding more of the yellow. It's different from the white that we did before. So we'll have two tones, some of them big, some of them small, like this. That looks really pretty to me. Now I can clean my brush. My moon is done, or my moon is dried, so I can add white from this side maybe. I don't want to get rid of all my Mars, of course, and I'm having some illumination with this creamy color from the labels yellow over here, something like that. Now I can clean my brush again. I don't want yellow, and I can have just white, and I can have even white over the yellow. Yeah, something like that. And we can even have some kind of a glow around it, just adding some kind of a little bit of yellow with water. And I don't need too much of the paint, so I'm just dabbing it over my brush, and I can have even a glow that is coming from the moon itself. Something like this, maybe more. Just keep this paint moving like that. That is really nice. I can even have that glow on the, once again, over the cloud after they dried, because that will add to the story. Although we did that the first time, but still I can have a touch of white, maybe more white, maybe here, something like this. Maybe there are clouds or whatever catching light from the moon. I can look to it from behind. It looks really nice. This is what I wanted. If like the moon is too yellow, we can fix it. If you don't like it textured like that, you can also fix it. You can do it however you want. Just going to fix it a little bit from behind because I feel like it's a little bit lost on me. Even with some gray, like this. And I wanted to feel like soft edges. I didn't want it to feel like too invasive or illustrative. So yeah, I feel like the sky is great now. Yeah, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to do my mushroom, and it's a little bit hard. This is my orange color. I don't want it this vibrant at this point, so I'm just going to add orange and a touch of black and maybe a touch of brown to it. Mix it a little bit. I have like brownish tone, not brownish tone, like a little bit darker tone for it like this, and maybe a touch of white to help with the opacity because my black is really not that great. And I have this beautiful color here. And I can decide where I want I feel like I want the tip of my mushroom to be in the middle of the canvas. So we established before, this is here this point, that is the middle of my canvas. So I can measure it with my brush. I can go here, somewhere in this vicinity, I can, near this cloud. I can have a point from here. And I can decide, oh, where is it going to be? How big it is going to be in this maybe this is the tip of it arriving to maybe this point here, something like this. And I don't want it to be bigger, like I don't want it to touch the end of the canvas, so maybe here, and from the other side maybe here, something like this. And now when I have established all these points, I can just connect them somehow. So yeah, and the mushroom is just some kind of an umbrella shape or a dome at this point. And I am just painting over here. Maybe here it's also a little bit of a dome from this side. We can do the mushroom in a in too many, there are too many, like I wanted to arrive here and like go in a little bit. So this is like the other side of the mushroom here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all these colors, but still. And from this side, maybe it's like here. It's coming up maybe here, something like this. And I can now color all this with my color, my mushroom base color. I need to find a name for these colors that I mix. No, dark orange, my dark orange. Okay. And I can color everything here with my dark orange. Great, I am not concerned about the brush stroke or anything like this at this point. And this color is covering a little bit better than like other colors that I used before because it has the white. The white is helping with the opacity, which is great. You can fix the edges later. We don't exactly need to, but still. And I don't even know if I like it like at this size or I want it bigger, but I can decide that later. Anyway, I'm going to clean my brush and I need to do some kind of a tan color. So I'm having a little bit of brown with white, maybe equal amount, to have some kind of a light brown or tan color, maybe more white, something like that, earthy tone color, even if it has a little bit of like reddish tone from my brush, because I didn't clean it very well. That is good, that is fine. And I want to add the stem, so I want my stem to be smaller here and bigger here, so we can do something like this, organic shape to the end. And I can color that with this color. That could be like my mushroom. here. I'm thinking about it. Do I want it to be a little bit bigger like this? For example, like come here. Because I don't want to mess with it. Like it's coming from here and it's going here. That will be like, we can see like a bigger dome of the shape of the, that could be nicer. Let's see. That is like really hard to do now after we decided what we are going to do. Yeah, like this. I like this better. I don't want to color it though. Oops. That is fine. I have some tan on my, and here it's like I want to color it with this tan color inside. I have some too much water on my brush because I just cleaned it. That is fine. I'm just going to keep a little bit of a gap where my stem is, so I can understand where it's coming from. Although it's like easy to see, but and now I can just go back to my reddish tone, and I feel like I want to fix the form of it from here. Feel a little bit bigger like this, especially here up. And from this side as well. A little bit rounder, like this. Yeah, I prefer it like that. That is great. So that is my mushroom. And now I can think, do I want other mushrooms? And the answer is yes. So I'm having my color, my dark orange color, and I can have a mushroom here. And maybe this mushroom has a different kind of a shape. Maybe it's a little bit, let's see. Maybe it's coming from here to inside here and up to here. Something like this. And we can color all that with this dark color. Just to place it. And maybe I have another one from this side. It's coming here. And maybe you are seeing the tip of it or something. What do you think? Something like this. Here. I like this. That looks good. Something like that. And we can have some stem here and some stem here. Just cleaning my brush. I have my color, and I can have some kind of a stem from this side coming like this maybe. And from this side, maybe it's like this. I hate this. Let me fix the form of the mushroom. Maybe this is a little bit bigger here. nice. It's fine. We will find a way to make it better later. This is like here. Something like this. Okay, great. Now I'm going to dry my brush. I'm going to dry the canvas and move to the next step. So the next step, I want to do some kind of a grass behind the objects and in front of them. And I'm going to start with some brown. I'm going to use my fan brush, which is fun. And I can do all these marks, maybe brown and white together, because this is too dark. I like a tannish color again, yes. Some of them is like really long. I like this brush for these. And I can have like these up and behind the object itself. I'm going to fix this later. It will be just the mushroom. It's fine. Just to establish this here. Now I can go without cleaning my brush. I'm just adding yellow, and I can have these streaks. They are here. So it feel like, oh, they are in front of the object and we can see them better. Oh, some kind like two tones. Doesn't need to be anything else. Maybe one of them is like coming from behind here. Good, that looks nice. Maybe some of them is coming here and here and here. And I can even do like a smaller one like this from using the brush like this up. We need some brown. Something like that. Now I can have my round brush. I want to add a little bit of some kind of a design to them. So I'm going to have the tannish color that I did before, and maybe we can have leaves and stuff like that, because why not? Maybe this is here in the background. It has some kind of a big leaf like this here. Something like this, why not? And maybe it has a touch of white from this side already, so it can establish some darkness and lightness. Maybe from this side as well, here, maybe here in the shadow inside of the mushroom. Actually, I need to do that in a different kind of a step, but here I am. I'm going to have some Naples yellow, to have some leaves here and there. Big leaves like here. Maybe this leaf here is a little bit big like this. Maybe someone here. I don't need even to make them in focus or something. Just the grass or whatever it is. Something like that. Some of them maybe like small mushrooms, some of them maybe not. I feel like this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to work on my mushroom. So I want my mushroom to have like, to start the process of it. So it will be for the cap of the mushroom, if we can call it that. It will be lighter from this side up, and it will have like a little bit darker down. And here I wanted to feel like it's the mushroom from the inside. It has all these like, I don't even know what they are, like the inside of the mushroom. They are streaky. So we are going to do that from the inside as well. And for the stems, here I will go do that for here as well. For the stem, again, we will have some kind of a sheer dimension to it later, and I'm going to use the same color that I used here with like white and maybe brown. So I'm going to start with this. For the illumination, I'm just going to start with just my original color from the tube, and I just can add it. I don't need to even to add white to it at this point. Maybe a little bit of white with it, because I don't want it to go pink on me. If it's going pink, I can add touch of yellow to counter that pinkiness. And I can, let's see, need to fix that edge of it. I'm not going to go all dark, all light up to that point. I'm just going to do this. Now I can go to my dark, I don't have dark anymore. I'm going to mix more dark orange. Even if it's not exact shade, it's great. I just want it darker. And if it's not dark enough, I can take some brown with my darker brush, and add that darkness down here. So I can have only brown now and do the darker tones, fix this edge, go to the orange, mix that up. So yeah, I will have more brown from this corner as well of the mushroom, and this brush is helping a lot. Now I can, like it's too brown, or I can add orange over it and mix it on the fly on the canvas. Just orange and a touch of white, maybe it's too much white. Add the illumination up here. Something like that. Maybe it needs more light up here, so I'm going to add white and my orange. Of course, we can go red, but I feel like from this side as well, maybe from behind here, it's catching maybe some light or something. And even behind here, we can do a little bit of illumination and with a touch of white maybe, because like this is the other side of the mushroom and we are seeing just that part, something like this. Now I can even have a little bit of yellow and orange to make a different shade, like this illumination here. Of course, if we have a primary yellow on the palette, that is beautiful as well, but I don't have that today. It feels like that is too much. I'm going back it a little bit, mix it up, so I have a little bit of a smoother gradient. Yes, like this. Now I can go to the brown again, mix some brown in this vicinity, and have only the orange over it, mixing it up with a dark orange as well. Maybe a touch of black as well, because I don't want to lose the darkness, especially down here. And in the middle, I'm just adding this reddish tones, like this. That is nice. Now, because I'm just doing that, I'm just going to continue with those. Those are a little bit in the shadow because they are inside. So I'm just adding brown with like my darkest colors, maybe a little bit even of brown, black, and orange. I feel like I want it here to be darker, and maybe it's a little bit lighter from this side, but not as illuminated as there. Like this, maybe? Yes, that is nice. So yeah, it will be darker here because like it's casting a shadow. I like that. I can have just orange, my orange from not mixed with anything. To make it a little bit illuminated here, like this. And from this side, going to make it lighter here, like this. To this side, this is in the shadow, so I'm going to make it darker on this side here. Side as well, and then I'm going to add white and my orange, and I want to feel like, oh, we are seeing the tip of it, so it has a tip from this side here, and maybe some black just to add shadows like this here. Feel like a tip, and it's maybe there is the tip of the mushroom, and there is another, like, I don't know what to say. It's just illuminated, not illuminated, it's the shape of it. Like this. It's too dark, I can counter it. A little bit of this brown and orange together. Something like that. Do I like it or not? I'm going to add a little bit of white. We add touches of white here and there. On this one here. Maybe a touch of white on this side here. Not a lot on this one. Something like this that could work actually. Maybe from here as well. Now I can clean my brush, have some orange, and because I don't want it to feel like white, something. Yes, like this. This works for me. Are seeing the mushroom from the top. Now, and it's like tilted, so that is good. Now I need to work on the inside, but before that I want to finish the small mushrooms, get rid of them. I'm going to have only brown. I just want to finish the small mushrooms first, so I'm just having brown and adding these strokes up when it's going to meet the mushroom, and the light is there. It's a little bit in the shadow, but I feel like it will always still catching some light, so I'm just adding those lights. This is here mostly in the shadow as well. Now I can go to my tan or even some yellow, and I need tan, just tan, and I can do a little bit of a second coat on it. Here and there I can have some white and just do this, something like this. I can go to my brown, just mixing it a little bit. I'm going to add more grass to it later, but because I don't extremely like it, but here we are. I'm going to add a little bit of an edge with the brown to this one from here. So it feels like, oh, it has a tip or something, or we can see it maybe with some black from here, like a shadow, or from the other side, whatever it is, from here as well. Good. This one feels a little bit flat still. So I'm just going to add maybe more white. Just a touch of white, not a lot. And mixing it like this. It needed something. That white will help. It's too dark. I don't want to add darkness from this side because again it's the shadows part, but maybe the problem is this here. Need a little bit of white. It is connected like this. Yeah. That looks good. Now I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to start with the inside first. So I can have some black. And my black, remember, it's a little bit see-through, and this is here. I'm going like, this is where is my, like, the tip of my, like the mushroom is arriving to, and I can have all these streaks. I can have it with black for now. So we can have the mushroom, and again my Mars black is really see-through, so it's fine, but this will add the texture or the darkness at this point from here up. Just to mix it like this. Now again with the tip of my round brush I can do all these marks like this, coming from the center and curved, so it can connect. And here as well. Something like this. That looks really good. Now I can have my tan and brown, just to have another tone over that or between it, places I didn't even paint with the tan. I don't even need the tan, just the brown. Maybe just even white, just to add different tones. Yeah, maybe whiter near the tip. It feels like the mushroom is having different tones, something catching some light from somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even be catching some light. It just naturally has some like lighter fiber. I don't know what I'm going to call them, but something like this. And I'm not going to get rid of my entire like darkness. Like I want it to feel dark. But something like that, even something having like reddish tone, great, perfect. I like it. Now for here, this one I don't like it as much. Now I'm going to add touches because I cannot see it. So I'm going to add on the brown, over the brown, I can add some of the yellow. But again, because I did it over the darker tone behind it, beneath it, it's still darker than some of the one that just white or just yellow. Now on my dirty brush I can have brown, maybe some black, because I need to do here. So here I'm going to do like strokes like this. But again, it's darker up like this. I like the brown actually. Can just make it like this. Then I can go with brown and white together, just to have this tannish color here in the middle. Mixing like this. Sketching light or something, I don't know. Do a second coat technically. I like the darkness, mixing it up until it's disappearing. I don't even need to go black because the brown is adding this warmth, which is fun. this. If we needed black, we can of course add black, just for the edges here to make it even darker, to feel like, oh, it's in the shadow, really in the shadow. Like this. Oh, yes, that looks really nice. So see, we have some dark tone, the lighter tone, we have almost light brown and dark brown. All that is like working very well with each other. It feels really natural. So yeah, I think this is, if no, it's not everything for the mushroom, because for my mushroom I want to add some like all these round shapes like the mushroom, like maybe it's a poisonous mushroom, so I'm having white, and I can have some just big kind of tones, not tones, round shapes. Maybe some of them is here, maybe some of them bigger. It's really hard to do round shapes with a round brush. Maybe we are having one here and it's like continuing from the other side. Maybe here, small one. So yeah, I'm going to add all these round shades. I didn't fix really the lines here, but and we can add how many we want. We can even have a shadow under them, so they looks like over a little bit, like they are a little bit not smooth edge to the mushroom, but more of like it has texture. We can do that, but or not. It doesn't. It's a like a stylistic choice, but I will see. Maybe I have smaller one here. I like these kind of mushrooms. They remind me of Super Mario. So now I can have all these like small, just brushes like this or touches like this. Now I'm going to clean my brush. I need black, and I want to have this edge fixed from the inside because it will have some kind of a shadow from the inside. And I haven't done this. If the paint is not moving, we can add some kind a touch of water to it later. But later we can add a touch of water to it, so it's can be a little bit smooth. Something like this. That was the shadow was like even I felt like it was not visible. Going to go to the darker tones and just to blend it a little bit so it doesn't feel like a line. Something like that could work perfectly. Now I'm going to clean my brush, and I like the idea of the shadow under those, so I'm going to have some black, and I can have small touches of brown, of black here and there, just near those. Faint shadow, doesn't need to be too much because they are really small, but I don't want to touch my. That will just add a little bit of an interest. It's not too much, and some of them maybe doesn't have it, maybe some of them has. Some of them does. So yeah, something like this, really beneficial. Just adding that. I like the idea of it to be a little bit textured now. So yeah. I don't like it a little bit here. I'm just having red over it a little bit. It's too much for me. Something like this. Nice. I don't want even to add anything to those here, it's fine. But with my brush, I can add some grass because it's done. I can have some grass in the front of them, even with some black maybe. Something like this. And maybe just clean the brush because I don't want darkness anymore. And add some glow. Something like this, a little bit of a texture, maybe like this. Just white now. To make it a little bit wild maybe, or a little bit, I don't know. I like this idea of there is stuff behind the stuff, so that can add interest. And like, I don't know, it makes me a little bit happy. If this one here is too much, I'm going to add it like this, maybe. Maybe it has something like here. Too much water, fine. Like this. So yeah, that is everything for this step. So the next step I want to do, I have a piece of chalk and I want to do a little bit of a sketch for my frog because that is the hardest part of this painting and I don't want to mess it up. We'll just immediately do the shape of it. And I have done lots of frogs, some of them realistic, some of them not, but trying to think about what I want to do here. This is the half of the canvas. So if I am here in between, maybe here. In this point here, I want my frog to end at this point. Here. So that will be the tip of his head. And he will be sitting here. But something like this, maybe. We are seeing that here. And he will have his hands, little hands here. So that is good. So I established like it will be from this top here to this top here. And it has some kind of a bean shape or a blob or something. And it will be like in this vicinity here. That will be like almost like his body, something like this. And I can just do some kind of a shape like this here till we arrive and go down. For the head, here it will be like his mouth, like this, his mouth here. And here is the rest of his body, which is like coming down like this, something like that. It will be his body here, like here is like his front side, something like this. And he has like two eyes. The first one is like here, the second one is somewhere in this like here, but it's in the inside. This one is a little bit bigger than this one, which is nice. And now I need some leg, and the first leg is coming from the inside here, and it will go maybe up. He has a knee, and he will like be resting here. One, and he has like his cute fingers. The fingers are not right. You can just fix that here. It's really hard to do the fingers with the brush, with a small tool like this. Just like I'm going to do just the leg. We'll do the fingers with only the chalk. And the arms, I want them to come from here. This is like the middle of his body. He will go up and arrive here, near his body. Something like this. And he will have his hands maybe somewhere in this vicinity. And we are seeing one arm here. It will be from the same angle, maybe like this. The other one too. like, but it will not see the entire of it. Here it will be like his fingers, so it will arrive to this vicinity, something like this. He will like his fingers here, his fingers here, and that's it. It's a small sketch, but I didn't want to just risk everything I did by starting the process of painting. So yeah, that is the sketch. So the next step, I'm going to do the first coat on my frog. I have my light green. I was thinking, do I want it to have to be orange color to be everything cohesive? But I think like no, I like green frogs. So I'm just doing a little bit of a dark green with green and a brown. It's like almost an army type of a green or olive green, whatever it is. And I can do the first coat here. Do I like this color? I do. I really like the combination of going to do the eyes as well with this color, and I'm using a small flat brush. I'm going to do the eyes as well. I really like the combination of green and purple. That's why I said no. I can keep the palette more limited, but I don't need to. And I like the color green, and it will stand out a little bit more on the canvas. And then if I did it in orange color or another purpley tone to make it like more, oops, I have some darker green, and I'm not going to do like this. I'm going to keep, I think, my chalk marks here so I can understand what is happening, or where are the separation between my objects are. I like to paint frogs. Most of the time I paint them as characters, not as like more natural like this, like, oh, frogs hiking, frogs do whatever they want to do, you know, hiking, drinking martinis, doing yoga, stuff like that, because for me they are extremely cute, and at the same time they are going to switch to my my round brush for the fingers. They are extremely cute, but at the same time they can be humanoid in a very interesting way. So I'm just doing like few fingers here. Maybe it has one here, maybe three like this. I don't know. Maybe four. You are seeing three for this one, and maybe the four from the other side. Maybe has one here, one here, one here. Had too much moisture on my brush, but it's fine. Going back to my small flat brush, what I was saying, yeah, the frog, they are very humanoid, and I like that a lot about them. And for the here, I'm just going to do Naples yellow. They can do lots of human activities or our activities that they are a little bit cliche sometimes, or something like that, and add a little bit of a twist to them. And here I was thinking about, like gazing to the stars, and in a beautiful night like this, maybe it's the spring or early summer or whatever time of this year. And I thought a frog looking to those stars could be a really cute and beautiful idea, especially in a small canvas like this, in an A4 format. So I decided to, to go for it. And now I feel I made a big mistake here, because I wanted the hand to be here, not there. So, oops. So I think I will fix that. Oh. Yeah, I need to fix the entire thing here. So I'm going to have clean my brush. I need some kind of black and white to have some kind of a gray color to get rid of here. That was not expected, but well, it's fine. It's easy to fix with acrylic. And here I need white. I need brown. Brown, what is it called? Orange. Those mistakes happen. Just mixing this a little bit like this. Great. Now add more white. Up. Doesn't feel off. We're going to add a shadow anywhere later, but still. Now I can have this just white and fix this hand or this cloud here. I'm just going to tab it until like here, maybe a little bit even behind him here. Okay, good. I'm going just to dry it really fast. Yeah, I'm going back to my brush. I'm having my dark green color and I want the hand to be here. So I'm going to do the fingers first. I have one finger, two finger, third finger. And now I can go from this fingering to the arm itself, which is coming like this. Something like this. It's a bit bigger here. Doesn't really matter, but I feel like it's some kind of a angle maybe. Something like that. I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to continue with my frog. So I need to do the separation and add like between darkest areas and the lightest areas and stuff like that. And I will start from the eyes or from the head. Here it will be like the light. I'm just doing light green with a touch of white to have a lighter green here. This is here for me the lightest of the light for the head, something like this. Just getting too much paint, I don't want that. Now I can go here, adding that color to the hand. A little bit here and there. Maybe the hand from this side is the one that is catching the light the most. So I'm just adding this color, getting rid of my mark, my chalk mark. And even do the fingers. I can go to the brown or the dark color with a touch of black, make it even darker, and do the shadows here in this vicinity. And dark darker here as well for his back and for his leg as well. For his leg, actually, I'm going to do a little bit lighter from the knee side here, catching the light here. It will be darker behind him. I like that separation. Maybe a little bit just white with my dirty brush here so I can understand the form of this object. We can have a little bit of lighter on the fingers, just like that. This here need a little bit of a shadowing, like that, from this side. Maybe just brown. Here I want it to be lighter from this side here, and darker be down. So I'm just adding some white with my dirty brush, or with my yellow, my Naples yellow, adding more white now to do this here. He's looking up proudly to and engaging with this beautiful scene. On a spiritual level, maybe, I don't know, having some brown with yellow to do this here. Mix these two tones together, adjust the yellow here, goes to the dark and blend out a little bit more. Maybe we can have even a little bit of a darker shade here. And mixing it in so it can blend in. I'm still not a big fan of this hand. I feel like there is something wrong with it, but I will roll with it for now. Let's see. Arrive here and here. I am still not a big fan of this hand. I'm going to erase it once again. How lovely, black and white. I'm really not happy with that. Making a gray color again. And white to fix it. I will do the entire belly now, just here. It looks really good. Maybe more white. Here, I love this. Getting rid of the marks, and I will take care of that hand later. I'm going to add with just brighter green color here, like a glaze over that. I can have some brown, just to do smaller touches from darkness on these fingers. I'm going with just my light green, lime green color, whatever it is. Up here, maybe just add different tones. That looks really cool. I'm going with this green again up here. Yes, maybe here a little bit. Now I can work on my eyes and continue the face after that. I think I need a smaller brush. So I have my number 000 brush. It's a very, very small detail brush. That is great for me now. And I can have just white. And the first eye, we are seeing it from the angle like here. It will be somewhere in this vicinity, something like this. I'm coloring the inside of it in with white for now. We can make it bigger or smaller or whatever later. And here we have the other eye, and it's going to be like a circle here. And it will go a little bit inside the head. Like this. Ah, great and cute. Now going back to my round brush or my flat brush, and I just need to add some lightness here. I already did like a touch of lightness here, did that here, definitely like this. Get rid of that chalk mark if I still can see them. I don't want that. This is too big. I'm going with a small brush with the green. I still maybe have some white, but I'm going to add just some green here like this. And maybe from the other side as well, a bit of green. Just a hint of that. And from this side, it will be in the dark mostly, but here, no. I need to contour that with a little bit of this color here. It will be like the form of the eye itself before it goes back to darkness here. To a second coat now on these places that I didn't finish before. Maybe I did and I forgot. Get rid of this chalk mark at this here, add greenery and darkness here. Now this here need more shadow with brown. Add the shadows, great. Add more shadow here as well for the font. It's really nice. I love this frog so much. It makes me really happy. And now I can go with the green, light green. I can add some brown here for the shadow of the eye. From this side as well. From here. Like this. Ah, that looks really nice. Here it's all in the shadow. Just brown. Perfect. I can get my round brush. Can have some black to do the mouth here. I want a separation. Maybe a black with a touch of water to make it fluid. Yes. And we can have a big mouth here. Like maybe the shadow of the mouth or the separation. Something to indicate the mouth beside the separation of the color itself. But I still have black. I need to do the eyes themselves. So I can do round shapes for the eye here. Like this, and maybe from this side it's a little bit oval and up looking to the moon. Like this is really pretty. Ah, I love this frog so much. And I can clean my brush. I can have some white. And I can do a little small dots like this on the eye. I can have some white. I can add a touch of highlight on the eye like this here and here with a small brush. It's sketching light up here, and I can fuse it my hand or with the brush, but this brush is a little bit hard to do it, so counter with a little bit of green up here, and now white. I need this here edge to be white. The font. Going back to my flat brush because it's easier to control the white. Yes, just like this. Maybe add a touch of green. It's too much. Yeah. That looks really nice. I just need a touch of white here, maybe. For the fingers, do I want to do anything else for the fingers? Like, I feel no, like it's maybe more highlights here and there, like this, for the elbow, for the knee, like this, and go back to this here, to this mess here. So yeah, I think we are not going to see anything. It's only from that side. So what we are going to see only the fingers, maybe tips of the fingers, 1, 2, 3, something like this, and this hand is going up like this. Yeah, we are not going to see it all. I need to do my round brush maybe. I was really struggling here and I was thinking, oh, maybe we are not seeing anything. Just some 1, 2, 3. There is some kind of a light from that side. Maybe a little bit of white now. This green. The brown. Make it in the shadow. Green. Don't like this here. I'm going to delete it. My finger. Lovely. Have some yellow to fix this line. I have again some white because this here, I feel like this here is going to be the lightest part. And this one is catching some light. Just my green. That doesn't feel good, but we'll roll with it. Maybe have some brown here. Maybe have some kind of a shadow. Now fix this roundish shape for the fingers. Yeah, like this. That is so much better. Now I can have some white. Can add white here and here, maybe here. Something like this. A little bit of a white from this side. That is more than enough. Now I'm going to have a little bit of a black with some brown and maybe a touch of water on my brush to do a shadow. I want a shadow here coming. See all the lightness that we did. Just count for nothing. You can have some shadow here. And some kind of a shadow for under the here. I'm adding the shadow way far away from the frog itself, so it feels it's a little bit up here. Yeah, something like this. Maybe more shadow down here, down here. Something like this, and I'm looking to it and I see what do I like and what I don't like. For this here, maybe just like this to make it lighter and diffused, and you can understand what it is without breaking the illusion. Here, maybe some darkness under the belly, like this. Yes, I like the darkness here. Make it rounder. Use it a little bit. I have some Naples yellow in this corner here. Does it need anything else in the eyes? We can add other colors to the eyes, but I think I like it as it is. But I feel like I need some lightness up here with some greener. Oops. Just some green and just some touch of white, maybe. Yes, like this. So yeah, that is everything for this step. So that was the last step of our painting. I hope you enjoyed your time with me, and I hope you painted yourself a beautiful frog gazing to the stars. And I hope to see you again and paint with you again in another video. Bye everybody.